They're now blaming rap music and then, of course, the classic video games, as well as COVID lockdowns for the shooting in Texas. Anything but guns. Let's jump right into the first clip. Ronnie Jackson, Trump's former doctor, the guy who said Trump's 6'3" and weighs 239. He said, listen, they're focusing on guns, but we've got rap music and video games to contend with.
Our prayers and our thoughts are with the families there. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable evil. And I don't know how someone could actually do something like this. I think, there's going to be all kinds of discussions coming up, unfortunately, in the media regarding Second Amendment and regarding the other issues around guns in this country. But I think we really need to ask the question, how could something like this happen? How could somebody do something so evil? I mean, what kind of person, what kind of animal can do this? And I think, I grew up in a small town in West Texas, not too much smaller than Uvalde, and I could never imagine something like this happening when I grew up. But when I grew up, things were different. There was a focus on family and community and church, and I think that we knew each other. And I'm not saying that the people in Uvalde don't know each other, but I think that's been robbed from us. Our culture has changed over the last 30 or 40 years, and there's been an attack on those things in particular. And I just think that kids are exposed to all kinds of horrible stuff nowadays too. I look back and I think about the horrible stuff that they hear when they listen to rap music, the video games that they watch from a really early age with all of this horrible violence and stuff. And I just think that
rap music and violent video games. Now, is the United States the only country with rap music? No. Is the United States the only country where kids play violent video games? No. Are we the only country with this many guns per capita? Yes, we are. Tucker Carlson talked about the lockdowns. The lockdowns cause mental illness, and mental illness leads to shootings. And you do the math.
Oh, so the lockdowns dramatically increase the incidence of mental illness among young people. And in 10 days, we've seen 2 mass shootings by mentally ill young people. Could there be a connection? Now, that's not finger pointing. It's not to blame Fauci for yesterday's shooting. We're not that low. We're not Joe Biden. But if people are becoming mentally ill because they're disconnected from others, what can we do to connect them to others and thereby reduce the incidence of mental illness?
So, of course, this is a very, very pathetic misunderstanding of what it means to say mental illness. But we're not the only country that dealt with COVID. In fact, many other countries did way more in terms of restrictions. Why aren't they having more shootings? And by the way, Texas did almost nothing, which is where the Uvalde shooting took place. And we're the only ones with the mass shooting problems. And by the way, the mass shootings didn't start during or after COVID. They've been going on for a very long time. So they will not stop. They will blame anything but guns. And now I want to talk about the mental health component.